hold on. Oh, here I am. Here I am. I had the wrong microphone turned on for a second. But here I am. Let me get this get ready picture off of here. Oh, let me get that other thing off of here. That was totally unrelated. I was doing something else earlier and had to have that up, you know. Let's get back to Dwarf Fortress. If you missed last week, which is probably most people, not a lot happened last week in the fort, actually. I started to put together a soap industry and worked on some pretty mundane things like that. And we talked a lot about bugs, you know, stick bugs, spiders, things like that, ants, trophallaxis, and heterotrophism. I don't know why we got to talking about those things, but that's about what you missed. There weren't any monster invasions of any kind last week, or anything like that. Let me just hop around to my hotkeys here. I guess we were digging up some more silver. So that's nice. Our little hang dwarf crypt got completely filled up with coffins. It took me a very long time to bury all of our dead here. But I finally did. What else? I was noticing last time that the food stockpiles seemed really light. Even though we have plenty of food, 914 plants, and 646 drinks. We've got enough for everybody to eat. But for whatever reason, these food stockpiles look really light. I don't know what it is. Here's the beginning of our soap industry. I was noticing that you need buckets to make lye. And so, oh yeah, look at that. I had an order made to construct 100 wooden buckets. I don't entirely remember doing that, but that makes sense. Because we have shitloads of wood, and using it to make wooden buckets is as good a cause as any. And now, the giantess Heju has come. A gigantic creature resembling a human, almost unparalleled in size. Well, so I'm streaming for about 5 seconds, and immediately there's a strange beast approaching. Okay. I might need to get some music on here that's not so calm right now. Let me see what I've got here. Let me skip down my list right here. This would be good. Okay. The giantess Heju has come. Let's see if my military stands any kind of a chance against it. We only have 5 dwarves in the military right now. But, well, looks like it's happening. Some of them have adamantine weapons, so they might stand a chance. I'm gonna make an alert here, so that all the civilians go inside. I need to not announce any job cancellations there. Get ready, guys. I'm gonna wait for the giantess to approach the fort a little closer. Maybe get close to the cages. Yeah, the booze lemmings have been having an alright adventure so far. Just, they're having to deal with a giantess approaching the fort right now. And there are only 5 military dwarves at the moment. But yeah, I was saying, a handful of them have adamantine weapons. So I think they stand a pretty good chance. I mean, let's check out Heju here, the giantess. She has absolutely nothing in her inventory, so I assume this is just a giant person. She's also not approaching the fort at all. She's just kind of hanging out on the edge of the map. I wanted her to get like a little closer to the cage traps, maybe. I don't know if she can be caught in a cage, but maybe if she was knocked unconscious, it would be possible. Oh no, the Black Mamba has reverted to a wild state. That's another thing that was happening last time. We were trying to tame some Black Mambas that had been caught in cages. I think that one was still in a cage when it went wild, though, so that's okay. Well, I skipped ahead to this intense music to have a battle, and now the battle's not happening. Let me assemble the military here. I'm going to assemble them here at the entrance. And then once they're all together... Oh man, Mark's Dwarf has been missing for a week. Yeah, once they're all together, then they're gonna go after the giantess. Let's see what they've got in the way of weaponry. This is an axe dwarf with a bronze battle axe. Okay. Oh man. There's Lavos. Getting us ready for this battle. This one has an adamantine spear. Okay. This one has a copper spear. That's not great. I mean, it's a masterpiece spear, but okay. This one has... a steel spear. That's okay, I guess. Steel is better than copper, anyway. The axe dwarf is not stationing and is instead going inside to drink. Understandable. Do I want to wait until all 5 of them are assembled? Or do I want to just send in like 4 of them? I think 4 dwarves can probably take on a giantess, right? This one has an adamantine battle axe. I think they stand a pretty good chance. I mean, there are 4 of them and only 1 of her. I think they stand a pretty good chance. Let's do that. Go kill her. There they go. Look at them run. I think they're getting nauseous from, like, sun poisoning. But that's fine. The strength of their weapons will not let them down. They'll be fine. She has no armor, she has no weapons, it's just a giant naked woman showed up. And clearly she must be killed. Here comes a spear dwarf leading the charge. Oh shit. Look at him go. Oh. And... oh, have they done it? Oh, the fight is still going on. How's it going there? The spear dwarf is tired. His left and right arm are both getting a little messed up there. But the giantess is getting a lot more messed up. Even her right eyelid is somehow getting messed up. Oh, look at them knocking each other around. Alright, but here comes that recruit with an adamantine weapon. This is going to turn the tide. Oh, wow. Okay. So how did that go? Mr. Wankman III. Wowee. Oh my god, okay. So Mr. Wankman came in and swung that adamantine battle axe 2 times. And he was sick at the time. And the giantess's head was cloven asunder. Meanwhile, the spear dwarf spent 8 pages fighting the giantess. Look at this. Bending the giant's neck. He was getting some good blocks in with that iron shield. He fell to the ground at least once from overexertion. Oh my. Hmm. It seems like the Spear Dwarf was mostly using his shield in battle, like to attack, and not using the spear. Did he drop the spear? Look at that, that was an adamantine spear, too. Let's see. Oh yeah, very early in the fight there, the Spear Dwarf lost hold of the adamantine spear and just kept fighting with the shield. Okay. That's what the issue was. The spear was dropped. So wait, where is the spear now? Wait, is that it? Could that be it? There's an adamantine short sword there for some reason. Not the spear, though. Oh, this is weird. I don't know where all of this came from. There's some, like, good armor there, too. What about over here? Look at this. Steel armor is lying here, and an adamantine battle axe. Why is all of this just lying on the ground? And adamantine chain leggings, too? I don't even remember making those. So where's the spear? Was it picked back up? This is a good question. Where is the spear now? Oh, there it is. Yep. Left on the giant's corpse. Good deal. Another black mamba has reverted to a wild state. Okay, let's see, I can get rid of that alert. And re-announce some job cancellations. Alright, cool, so that only took 2 dwarves. Not a big deal. What's lying here? Look at this! What's all this amazing equipment doing just lying on the ground outside my fort? Why is it not being used? There's a masterpiece silver mace there. And nobody's picking that up. An adamantine short sword. I have way more adamantine equipment than I ever realized. We need to gather this stuff. Oh my... Oh... The snakes are having a hissy fit. I'll kill you. We're getting a lot of masterpiece bone bolts, which is really cool. How good is this bone carver? This is the chief medical dwarf, who is a legendary bone carver. There's something really kind of amazing about a medical dwarf being a really good bone carver. Wouldn't that make you feel really reassured on the operating table? This guy is a bone carver like you would not believe. You're in great hands. Let me make sure. We have... Okay, we do have kitchens to render fat, so... We have... Oh, and we have a lot of fat. So we should have the means to make a lot of soap. Let's start doing that. Put soap on repeat. Still prefer if he was a master surgeon. Yeah, well... But you would know if the operation was a failure. You would be made into some brilliant work of art or incredibly effective weapon. And that's comforting, you know. You know what the legendary bone carver doctor could do is he might not be able to save your leg, but he could make an incredible prosthetic leg out of your leg bone. And I think that's just as good. Might leave his initials in your bone after surgery. Wasn't there some surgeon who was recently discovered to have been doing that to patients for years? I think it was like a surgeon who was like somehow etching his initials into people's organs after operations. And you know, it was like totally harmless to the patient, but once it was discovered, they were just like, what the hell? Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, if it is totally harmless to a person, I don't think I would care, you know? Like, if somebody had, like, carved their initials into me at some point and I would never see it, I don't think I would care that much if it's not harming me. I would be like, honestly, that's pretty cool. Adorned with the finest of all unicorn teeth. Oh, now we're getting masterpiece buckets also. If I remember right, I think the unicorn tooth thing was in a different fort. I think that was before this one. Oh my god, look at all the dwarves coming up here to like gather this godly equipment are getting sun poisoning. I wonder if they're gonna butcher that giantess. Or if that's, you know, like meat that's not fit for dwarven consumption. It might be. Let's see, we're making bone bolts, making wooden buckets. I remember I suspended making mussel shell crafts during the last session because we were kind of running low on mussel shells. I think we should have wooden crafts though. Because we have just more wood than I know what to do with. Wait, no. That'll make the elves mad. I don't want to accidentally give the elves some wooden crafts. Oh yeah. A surgeon in the UK did it on 2 livers. That we know of. TVC over the whole screen. I might have forgotten some armor. I don't think I need to do it over the whole screen, but yeah, I see some little green things showing up there. So let me just reclaim everything in that area. Oh, nice. Some Star Fox music is coming on. That's a new addition this week. I'm trying to add music from, you know, at least 1 or 2 games every week. But some weeks I slack off on that. What is caught in a cage there? A naked mole dog, apparently. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure how that happened, but that's fine. Let me look at my weapon stocks here. I want to know how many adamantine weapons I have. There's 3 battle axes, it looks like. What else? What else? 3 short swords. 1 spear. I'm surprised there's not more than 1 spear. I think that's it. So I should have more military dwarves here. Let me see what everybody's using here. Well, individual choice, that doesn't tell me much. Okay, let's see here. I need to put some dwarves in the military here. Who has some kind of weapon skill? What's this? Proficient axe dwarf? Oh, but that's a weaponsmith. That's a pretty valuable dwarf. I don't want to sacrifice them to the military. Ooh, a novice swords dwarf? You're hired. Yeah, I don't know if a naked mole dog is like the size of a regular dog or if it's like an underground prairie dog. I could believe either one. Was that proficient fighter? I mean, that's something. Let me just go ahead and put all the peasants in the military, because they don't have anything better to do. And I'll put that woodcutter in there. I need like one more. Oh, there's a peasant, I forgot. Okay. And I should try and see what weapons everybody else is using, so I don't have any overlap there. So I assume these spear dwarves are using spears, right? Gendo here. Copper spear, okay. Fair. Khitan Veil here. What are you using? Oh, I think this is the spear dwarf who dropped his spear in the fight with the giantess and has not yet picked up a new weapon. So he'll get around to it. Who else have I got? JT is, let's see, a proficient spear dwarf using what? A steel spear? Okay, steel spear is good. Yep. Two more. Mr. Wankman III here is using an adamantine battle axe. Okay, good. Good. And TW Croc here is using some weapon? Maybe? No weapon? No weapon? Okay, Alright. So I don't seem to have any axe dwarves. Even though I have like three, what do you call them? 3 adamantine axes. Alright, so you there. Where is it? Weapon. This is weird. Why are 2 of the adamantine short swords unavailable? It's really weird. Well, anyway, use an adamantine battle axe. There you go. Maybe these new dwarves are picking up all the adamantine stuff. I don't know. But I'm gonna remove all that. I want to micromanage here. I want to make sure everybody's using appropriate weapons. See, adamantine battle axe, go for it. You? Adamantine short sword, yeah. And you? Adamantine short sword. Okay, so I've got at least 2 swords dwarves and at least 2 axe dwarves. Let's have a mace dwarf and a hammer dwarf also, since we have these masterpiece weapons. You gotta balance it out. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look like they were forbidden. I think they were just, they were already in the hands of other dwarves. But we'll correct that. Man, I was going through YouTube, adding this Star Fox music to the music playlist, and man, it made me want to go back to Star Fox 64 so bad. Like, I never realized how memorable all the music was until I went back through that list. Rotting in the Northern Room? What is that? a pangolin for some reason. That must have, like, been let out of a cage when it was still wild or something. Speaking of wild animals, I wonder if there is something I could be taming here. Let's try this. I thought I had a dedicated trainer. Maybe it's just this hunter. We're going to try to tame some of these random animals because the plan is to enact the Spider Instrumentality Project. When we get a good enough tamer here, we're gonna get somebody to tame this giant cave spider. And it will fight for us. It will give its life for the fortress. What was this fort called again? Gorgepuzzles. It will give its life for Gorgepuzzles. Is it bad that I kind of forgot the name of my fort for a long time? Oh man, look at all of the silver they're digging up here. This is great. What's this random piece of equipment here? Somebody left their dog leather cap in the tunnels. An army of naked mole dogs. The possibilities for that are mostly, the naked mole dogs will probably get killed by goblins. Or whatever threat shows up to assail the fort next. We had a giantess. That was a pretty big event. Briefly. A stray donkey was found, starved to death. Oh no. Did I forget to put some animals in the pasture when migrants came? Let me check this out. Semi-tame pangolin and a piglet. Oh, there's a goat that needs to graze. A reindeer? Holy shit, yeah. I want that reindeer in the pasture. Let's see. What are cavies again? Is it cavy or cavy? I always forget if they need to graze or not. I don't think they do. I'm still not sure. I forgot we have a cougar, a peregrine falcon, tame black mambo, tame dingo, a couple of orangutans. Unfortunately not a breeding pair, because that would be amazing. I forgot that we bought those from the elves. I don't know why, but my depot has been, like, inaccessible for the longest time. It might be because of the traps. I don't know, maybe they don't like walking over cage traps or something. But, that's okay with me, I guess. Oh yeah, this is Secret of Mana music. I always kind of confuse that with Chrono Trigger. I guess because I played them around the same time. I tried to go back to Secret of Mana, like, after years and years, just a few months ago, and it just hasn't aged that well, I don't think. I mean, most of the game is great. Most of it is great, but I just hate, like, navigating menus to cast a spell every time. Maybe I was missing some kind of hotkey or something that makes it a lot more convenient, but it was time consuming and kind of annoying, and like the main thing that made me not finish my playthrough. KVs are like guinea pigs. They're more useful as pets. Yeah, I figured it was the traps, but I'm not gonna get rid of my traps just to accommodate some stinking elves. Actually, I don't think the elves ever bring wagons, do they? We're getting so many amazing Forgotten Beast bolts. Is there a way I can check my stocks of bolts? Ammunition? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh man. over 100 iron bolts and silver bolts and bronze bolts. 485 Forgotten Beast Bone bolts. You know, we haven't had that many Forgotten Beasts attack the fort. I think it's been like 1, maybe 2. So each of those beasts must have a lot of bones. Well, I guess the more likely explanation is you can make a lot of bolts out of a single beast bone. Yeah, I talk about how Secret of Mana had, like, annoying menus to navigate, and here I am playing Dwarf Fortress, trying to check on how much ammo of each type I have, and, like, all this other stuff. Oh, hello. Schist slab toppled by a giant cave spider? Why is there a giant cave spider in the tomb right now? Excuse me? This giant cave spider is injured, and it's down here in the crypt, toppling our tombs. Okay guys. I need you to go downstairs and kill a giant cave spider. I think, like, it's not so much a wonder of how it got into the fort, but how it got this far into the fort without killing anything. It's down here just knocking slabs over. Oh boy, here comes the military. Somebody went into the wrong room. Mr. Wankman, that's not the way to combat training either. That's not the way to anything. You're not supposed to be in that room for any reason. JT, okay, combat training, well, that's one thing you could call it, sure. It's kind of funny, his name is Combat Trade. Fitting for a captain of the guard. Oh, here he goes. He's tearing it up. It's shooting webs all over the walls, and he killed it. Pretty easily, it looks like. Look at this. Did it even hit him? It never did. It missed him, missed him, missed, 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 missed. I guess it just had terrible aim. Man, yep, it just missed every attack. Looking to... Which tomb do you mean? Do you mean this single one, or do you mean this one? Because the one that's all smoothed just belongs to the Baron. This one belongs to everybody. Yeah, that one just belongs to the Baron. That's all it is. So I guess I need to rebuild these slabs. That was a strange, very mild nuisance. What a weird attack on our fort. A spider just showed up to knock some slabs over and hurt nobody. Like, that's cool, I guess. Okay, crisis averted. Yeah, there's more of a mountain crypt, sometimes referred to as a mass grave. Yep, that's accurate. But this was finally enough to entomb every dead dwarf. It took a long time, but it happened. But if we have very many more casualties, we're gonna have to expand a lot. Oh, thanks. I also hope you have a great stream, I guess. Oh, here's a great bit of news, if anybody's interested. Between last week and this week, I got, just managed to reach 100 Twitch followers. That's pretty cool. What's weird to me is that I seem to get more followers like in the middle of the week than I do during an actual stream. Yep, 101 now. That's really cool. Oh yeah, slabs. We had to have several slabs because a lot of dwarves got melted by fire. That's what that's all about. Really, not as many slabs as you would think. I mean, I'm sure more dwarves than this got melted, but they have not risen up as ghosts, so I haven't felt the need to memorialize them with a slab. What does the Baron have there in his bedroom? Dog soap! And, holy shit, a lot of seeds on his throne. And the Baron is conducting a meeting. I'm not sure who he's meeting with. Meeting with the dog soap, I guess. And the pile of seeds. Okay. Hold on a second. I forget, isn't it an office that you make with a chair? And a dining room that you make with a table? So he just comes into his office, sits in his chair, and eats a bunch of plants. And I guess that's why there's a huge pile of seeds on his chair. The seed people. Man, look at all this stuff. All these spider parts are over here blocking the construction sites. Okay, how much soap do I have now? That's what I want to know. Oh, look at that. 9 yak soap, 22 dog soap. That's it. That's all the soap. Alright. Man, I thought we would have a lot more. And how much of this soap is going to the actual hospital? That's also a good question. Let's see. Soap. Oh, 750. Whatever that means. So that's good. How do I see the contents of a chest? Do I need to hit, like, T? Let's see. Cloth. Dog soap. Yeah, okay. Some thread. Nothing in that one. Some cloth. A bucket for some reason. More dog soap. Okay. Some plaster. Alright. Nice. Oh wait, who's this? Oh, it's a swords dwarf. I assume it's somebody who wants to live in the fort. That must be what the meeting is about. But why is this swords dwarf so slow? Are you carrying something? What is this? The competitor the easy way? It's a codex. Okay. What's this guy? Why is this guy moving so slow? Are you wounded? No? Just a slow-moving dwarf. Okay. Oh boy, what has the Baron mandated we create here? A pair of leggings. Okay. let's make some copper leggings. I'll just make like 5 of those. So let's just see this petition here. A monster hunter wants to live here. Very good. I just realized our Baron is also our mayor, and also our manager, and also our broker. For a second I thought he was also the chief medical dwarf, but fortunately not that. And not the legendary bone carver, you know? Okay, the mayor, or the Baron, seems to have just taken off his trousers and his cloak and his cap. And left him lying there right after the meeting. Alright. Now that Mark's dwarf wants to live here too, I assume. Probably trying to meet with the Baron, who is currently eating. Yeah, most of their clothing probably is in tatters. It'll be fine. Who's the woodworker giving food to? I'm curious about this. Oh, maybe to, like, an animal in a cage? I don't know. No, maybe not. Is somebody in the hospital? Dwarven nudists. It would be kind of cool if, in this game, you could get dwarves used to being naked. You know how you can kind of, like, get them used to being in the sun, even though they don't really like it. And you can kind of get them used to death, you know? So they don't get saddened by deaths on the battlefield and stuff. Well, I'm not sure who this woodcutter was giving food to. That's a mystery for another day, I guess. Every time I get every dwarf a waifu. Oh, you missed the naked giantess who showed up. Uh-oh. The forgotten beast Lairdy Githu Soot has come. A great quadruped composed of mud. It has a pair of long antennae and it undulates rhythmically. Beware its poisonous gas. I'm not that worried about the quadruped made of mud. Wait. Is this a shit monster? I know there's not literally shit in Dwarf Fortress, in vanilla anyway. But I mean, this is a mud monster with poisonous gas. I think it's a shit monster. I'm not that worried. I'm gonna say it again, I'm not that worried about it. It's gonna get killed by, like, some monster hunters in the caves, or by the first random dwarf that encounters it. I'm gonna follow it. Let's see if it tries to come into the fort. Seems to be just hanging out at the edge of the map. I think it might be scared. I don't think it breathes fire. I think I would be notified if it breathed fire. It has poisonous gas, though. I don't know how threatening that is. I wonder if poisonous gas is kind of like evil fog that has random effects. I think it's just gonna hang out on the edge of the map there and not even try to get in. Wait, hold on. Schist slab toppled by a giant cave toad. What is going on here? Why is there a giant cave toad? Where did this one come from? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There is another giant cave spider. What is happening in this fort? Where are these creatures coming from? Hold on, hold on. Where are they coming from? It's pretty far to get to the caves, and the caves should theoretically be full of monster hunters. Kill that giant cave spider. A, where are they all coming from? B, what is their beef with my slabs? Kill that cave spider. Boom, it's dead. Look at that. The woodcutter killed it immediately. Look at this. The wrestler struck it with a bismuth bronze shield, kicked it one time, punched it one time, struck it in the cephalothorax with a shield, punched it, and then hit it again in the cephalothorax with the bismuth bronze shield, and that killed it. That woodcutter was just having none of that shit. Okay, now go kill the giant cave toad. What is that shit? They're just down here causing mischief. Not like being a threat or anything. Just making mischief. Wait, where's that? What's that dwarf doing? Return kill. You didn't kill that. You literally did not kill that spider. But whatever. Somebody go kill that toad. There's somebody going into the wrong crypt again. Get the hell... Stop toppling all of my slabs. This is taking... Yeah, that took slightly longer than the giant cave spider, even. What the hell, guys? You cut the frog's... Or you cut the toad's nose off. Congratulations. This is ridiculous. Spiders like a tree, I guess. That's a good question. I don't know why there is clothing just tossed in the Baron's tomb. Maybe somebody just got tired of it. So, okay, let's rebuild some more slabs. What the hell, guys? Why do all of these cave creatures hate my memorial slabs? It's not that big a deal, like we can just pick them back up. But it's strange. I think that's all of them. Anyway, where's that forgotten beast? What's a Monera? I've never heard of this before. Is this just a random animal? A creature that crawls along the cavern ceiling with 4 long arms. Its body is shaped as the head of a man with a mouth full of shark teeth. It waits for its prey to pass below. Huh. Okay. They just seem to undress themselves, yeah. There's a lot of dead stuff down in the caves. I guess the monster hunters really get a lot of employment down here. Now, where was that forgotten beast? There it is. Still hanging out on the edge of the map. Okay. I mean, it can live there. I don't care. It's not exactly doing anything. Yeah, a few people have mentioned the clothing industry in this fort, or lack thereof. I've never really been one to make a clothing industry, but I think that's also because the older versions of the game that I played had little to no clothing deterioration. It was never really an issue in the past. But it seems to be more of an issue these days. So maybe I should do it. I wonder how much cloth I have in stock. Cloth? 396, that's kind of a lot. I mean, I always buy a handful of cloth whenever merchants are here. And it's always just been for the purpose of keeping strange mood dwarves from going insane. Alright, we made the Baron very happy. Very proud to have a mandate deadline met. Having those copper leggings. Didn't feel anything after sleeping in an awful bedroom. What the hell? It says you have decent quarters and you need decent quarters. What are you complaining about? The stray black mamba has forgotten his training. Oh no. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Can you retrain animals, though? It doesn't seem like they give you the option. And you can't train these, like, vermin animals either. Semi-wild. Well-trained, semi-wild. Like, what's the threshold where an animal is not going to revert to wild again? Well-trained. All these naked mole dogs are well-trained. Do they reach that point where they're never gonna become wild again? That one's just trained. I would think well-trained is better than regular trained. Feed the giant cave spider dwarven plump helmet pasta. That's what I'm trying to do. Look at all these unclaimed shoes. And a Gorlak skeleton for whatever reason. Oh, what's all this stuff? Is this my garbage dump? I think it is. But there's stuff like a copper helm and copper breastplate here that don't need to be dumped. Copper gauntlets? Look at that. We can totally use those. Copper boots. Those are totally usable. Copper shields. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Perfectly good. Somebody must have just, like, died there. I don't really care about a silver short sword. That's not really that useful. Oh, you know what? I think the mayor does have other quarters. Because I remember seeing the Baron go to sleep in a different room. And I was like, why is he doing that? And I don't remember if I ever unassigned that bed. How do I... Is there a quick way to find that out? They always revert back to wild without training, so does that mean they need to, like, continuously be trained? And if they don't get training after a certain amount of time, they become wild again? That seems really dangerous. I for real thought the Baron had another bedroom. Nobody. Child. Nobody. Nobody. Lots of unoccupied rooms. I might be wrong. Maybe I did unassign the Baron's old bedroom. Because I do remember encountering that problem. If you pasture them, trainers will keep them trained. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Maybe I should do that then. I have a small pasture in here. Maybe I can just, like, keep some of these animals in there. Like, keep all these black mambas in there. So does that mean I could, like, I could just tame the giant cave spider right away, and as long as I keep it in a pasture, it'll stay tame? Is that how I'm understanding that? What's Shift R? Oh my god. I never knew about this screen. Well, I'm pretty sure I looked through every bedroom already anyway. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Oh, I think I missed one. Right there, yeah, that's the Baron's bedroom. Boom, unassign that, because the Baron has a better bedroom. Wowee. Look at how little time that took, once I learned the right way to do it. You know what? You need a place in the military for that. Actually, have I already named a dwarf after you? What does that say? Spurwer? I remember naming a dwarf after you one time, because you specified some other name, like Sparrow, I think. Was it Sparrowhawk? Something like that. I want to name a dwarf after you. I'm going to assume this was your name. It was something like this, right? Or I could just do, you know, some of this. That way everybody knows who it is. And who else? Who else is in the military? Here's a spear dwarf. Oh, that's a monster slayer. We got JT. Who else? Who else? Who is not a monster slayer? Oh, we have a recruit here? Okay. I thought there was somebody else. Oh, yeah. This guy. Oh, and we need... Somebody was asking whether he was still alive. And we need... Hold on, hold on. I think Muffin was in here earlier. Where did that guy go? Probably dead a long time ago, anyway. There we go. Everybody's named again in the military. Let's set up a little more goblin-themed training right here. Let's see here. There we go. You saying it was Sparrowhawk? That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure if I was remembering right. Oh my god, look at this fucked up naked mole dog. What happened to it? What happened to this creature? He's probably gonna die. That's probably what's gonna happen. Everybody's putting these snakes in the pasture here. I hope this works, and if it doesn't, we have one cage trap at the edge of that pasture. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what might be fun? I don't know if it would help, but it might be fun to have like a little release hatch here on the pasture. So we could release all of these random animals if any goblins invade. They would just get swarmed with naked mole dogs and black mambas. I think that would be really funny. Goblins invade and we just unleash a ton of snakes and also randomly naked mole dogs for some reason. Alright, we're gonna do a little more goblin-themed training. Breed giraffes. Yeah, I would like to breed giraffes for sure, but I only have one giraffe right now. And it is, let's see, a male. So if the elves bring me a female giraffe, then we'll totally have the giraffe instrumentality project. Like, no hesitation. Oh, I don't need to strip the goblins' equipment. This'll make the training more authentic. Goblins in the field are gonna have equipment, so the dwarves need to know how to deal with it. It's part of their training. There will be distractions in the field. Now, I think somebody told me that snakes will use nest boxes because they lay eggs. So I'm gonna make some nest boxes. Gonna make like 5 of those and put those in that pasture. See if that's true. It would be really cool. Let's see. Of course, I only have one female snake, but I'm gonna try it. Well, it looks like I have more snakes than that. I see like 3 more in cages. Let's see. Let me check that out. Tame skink, tame masked lovebird. Is there a way to tell which ones are in cages right now and which ones are in the pasture? That one is trained, okay. That one is domesticated, even. That must have been one that I bought from the elves, I think. There's another one that's trained. Another male, though. And another trained female. So I should have more in this little pasture. I've only got 3. Hold on a second. Oh, there's a black mamba. Okay. And there's a black mamba, okay. Put the male mambas in the surrounding area as a separate pasture? Why do I need to do that? Make a 1x1 pasture on the nest box, then move the female mamba to it? Do I need to restrict them to a single square? I mean, if I will if I need to, but is that the only way they'll lay eggs, or will they just do it a lot more often if you do that or something? Oh, the goblin training exercise is ready. Somebody just needs to pull the lever. Oh, a barren consort of ringed pelt has been missing for a week. Oh shit, what's happening here? Somebody's getting his right foot fucked up. Guys, come on. This goblin has... Oh. Something is happening to its skull. I don't know what. Guys, come on. You have a masterpiece silver mace. This goblin should be no problem. There we go, okay. Good work, good training exercise. I think they have gained some valuable experience from this. And they cut off the goblin's head. Very good work. There's an animal dying in my pasture? What are you talking about? Or are you talking about the indoor pasture? That's just one of those naked mole dogs. I don't know what happened to it. You think I can keep track of what happens to every single naked mole dog in my fort? Who knows? You know, they just do what they do. The Baron is conducting more meetings instead of managing work orders. This training is the bee's knees. It really is. It gets them such valuable experience. And see, if they get wounded a little, it's fine. Because that just means more experience for the doctors. I have been trying to dump that rat corpse. Never mind, it's a skeleton and I have not been trying to dump it. But I'm gonna now. Jeez. I wonder... Is a wounded dwarf gonna actually show up in the hospital now? Oh yeah. That was Spurwer, aka Sparrowhawk. Okay, who wants to live here now? Another monster hunter? Cool, cool. I actually have no idea how that giant rat died. Like, it was tame and everything. Just in a pasture. Should have been fine by all logic. Don't know why it died. That's just one of those things that happens. Giant rats just die sometimes. I wonder if there's any news on that forgotten beast. Is it still hanging out on the edge of the map? Yes. How annoying. The strayed naked mole dog has been found dead. That's probably the one that was so heavily wounded. Oh well, get rid of that corpse. And yeah, who knows what happened to that naked mole dog either. It had no water. I don't think animals need to get to a water source, really. I mean, you look at any random-ass dogs or other animals in this fort, they just hang out in the dining room all the time. Most of them are distracted for whatever reason. They do fine. It doesn't matter if they're in a dirt room or a stone room or whatever you like. I think you're just making stuff up. It's been a while since I saw an elven merchant, though, I think. I don't remember if there was one during the last stream. But I want some more, like, strange exotic animals. I want some more tame orangutans. Oh, and let's do some more hyper-realistic goblin training. Gotta get that ready. I wonder, you know, I don't seem to see dwarves working these pastures very much. Do I actually have farmers? Yeah, there's at least one. Who presumably does some farming now and then. Dyeing, soap making, wood burning. I don't think I have anybody who is assigned to working fields in this fort. Okay. No soap making or wood burning. You are a full-time farmer. Because I don't think we've had one for a very long time. I've been noticing these fields being empty for like so long. And you know, I mean, we get food from outdoors and stuff. But still, somebody ought to be farming. What kind of weapon is this dwarf using? Why are you using a bronze mace? Oh, are you a monster hunter? I don't know what you are. I don't think that dwarf is in the military, though. No, definitely not. So whatever. Rats don't live long, maybe just old age. Okay. That would make sense. It's easy to forget in this game that things die of old age. Like, you almost never see a dwarf die of old age. But I'm sure it happens, right? We have a nanny goat now. What's this food we're gathering from outside? A guava. Oh, how nice. We've got these lovely exotic fruits growing outside. Alright, that goblin cage is built. Let's begin some more goblin-themed training. Hyper-realistic goblin training exercise. You can't beat that. Alright, how's this guy's health? No health problems, hey! These kind of look like health problems right here. Needs sutures, needs setting, needs dressing. Weird. Cleaned with dog soap though. Hey, we know there's not going to be an infection. I have the best medical staff. There are kind of a lot of dead animals down here, though, aren't there? Dog skeleton. Something's corpse. Dog skeleton. Dog skeleton. Donkey skeleton. We just got a lot of skeletons in the dining room. That's fine. More Star Fox music. Yeah, so I was mentioning earlier, and I don't think I ever finished this thought. I was looking around YouTube, looking at all that Star Fox 64 music, and it was making me want to like replay that game so much. But another thing, as I'm going around YouTube and like looking for music to add to this playlist, I so hate it when people try to wax poetic in the YouTube comments about like every moderately sad sounding video game song. They always like write all this bullshit about how like I'm sure this song takes you back to a childhood much like mine. We could never return to that wonderful time. But now we sit here as adults and are connected by that same feeling of nostalgia that rings true in all of our hearts. And I'm just like, fuck off. It's so like cornball and like just so on the nose. And I'm just like, stop doing this. Like, just, I don't know. Those people just get on my nerves. Like, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy the music, obviously. That's why I'm there on the video. But these people make these comments like sitting on the couch and playing this video game as a kid was the defining moment of their life. And it's never gonna be as good as that. And I'm just like, geez, man, like, there are still good things in life when you're an adult, you know? Your life did not peak when you were like 9 years old, at least God, I hope not. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sitting here like forbidding stuff that's lying on the ground. Alright, there's a dead goblin. Another excellent training exercise completed. Let's set up the next simulation. Yeah, so this is the credits music for Mario 64. I bet if you go on a YouTube video that shows this song, there will be so many comments about, like, I don't know. Somebody will usually write about, like, how they played this game with their brother as a kid, and, like, oh, I wish we still had those great times. We felt such a feeling of triumph and glory when we got to see this credits sequence. There's nothing like that in my life anymore. KVs and human scholars often die from old age. No problem, they're easy to replace, yeah. Does it actually tell you when an animal dies from old age, or does it just say that they were found dead? I don't really know. I don't think I've ever seen the message that an animal died from old age, specifically. Nobody is making those wooden nest boxes. What's going on? Do I need a carpenter or something? Do I need a carpenter or a wood crafter? Might be a crafts dwarf job. I'm gonna make this one a wood crafter just in case. Oh, but the one thing I hate in those video game music YouTube video comments, it's not the people who like make up the hokey nostalgia sob stories about every like quiet somber song. It's the people, like, the thing I really hate is the people who like make up lyrics to video game songs that don't have lyrics. I'm just like, oh. They always get a ton of thumbs up also, for whatever reason. When somebody just writes some bullshit lyrics that fit the pacing of the song. Oh, is the goblin training exercise ready? What? Nobody's pulling the lever. Oh, maybe nobody has linked it up yet. There we go. Hello? Oh, the peasant has given birth to a girl, okay. We still haven't rebuilt these slabs. I'm starting to think I should maybe make a temple for the dwarves. I don't think that's something I've ever done. Wait, is this an artifact stockpile up here? It is. I don't even remember making that. That's cool. What's the last artifact we had made? Plate dips the dawn of depth. A Galena coffer. I don't even remember this. Wait, is that the most recent one, or was it the dog leather shield? I don't know. Little amuses the innocent, and far less the fool. Wait, what? What's that from? Oh man, we got another wounded dwarf in here. How did this dwarf get wounded? Is that from... what do you call it? Was that from goblin training? Probably. But is this a military dwarf? Dabbling hammer dwarf? Oh, it could be. Twin tails, French braid, ponytail, or long and let down. What's twin tails? Wait, and how is a French braid different from other braids? I don't really know the difference between those so much. One big braid at the back. They're all fine, I guess. I don't really have a preference. Let's see here. The hunter here. Wow, this hunter is a legendary Marks dwarf. And look at that, yeah, he's going in here to train the naked mole dog. The expression in reference to trying to understand the whims of simple-minded people who like lyrics to video game songs. Yeah. Oh, look at that! A seasonal autosave is happening. I actually remembered to enable that before this game session. And see, the part where it said little amuses the innocent, I just now got that. What it meant was, like, it doesn't take much, whereas I thought it meant the innocent are not amused by a lot of things. And it's even harder to amuse a fool. But I get it now. Twin tails is 2 ponytails, 1 on each side. The angle changes depending on the style. I don't know. How is that different from pigtails? I mean, they're all fine, I think. I think which one looks best usually, like, depends on the person. Like, I mean, I think sometimes a ponytail looks best, or sometimes a braid looks best. Sometimes none of the above looks best, sometimes short hair looks best. I think different people can pull off different things. It all depends. I don't think there is any single best answer. Boy, how about this autosave? Short hair is a cancer that must be excised. It's fine. Short hair is cool too. I really need to, like, get done with all these goblins that I have. I've got too many extra goblins. Get rid of that mangled corpse. Brr. Can you imagine Donald Trump in a French braid? Oh god. I think that would be a great way for him to intimidate his enemies. They would look at him and they would know that's a crazy man. I'm glad the Star Fox music is coming up so much. This is the Mission Compris music. It's weird, I don't know what it was, but that was one of those games that I played like 500 times. And there's not a lot of games like that. Like, usually, if a game can be finished, I tend to finish it once and then not go back to it. There's very few exceptions to that. But for whatever reason, Star Fox 64 was one of those. Okay, so... oh, let me check on that Forgotten Beast again. Still at the edge of the map, okay. Okay, I should have done this during the autosave, but I'm about to go get myself another drink. But I'm going to wait until I can set up this goblin training exercise first. Look at that, somebody's actually planting in the fields again. It's weird, like, you usually never run out of farmers. You usually don't have, like, such a plague on the fortress to get your farmers killed. But apparently that happened in this one. Anyway, while they're setting up the next training exercise, I'll be right back. Ah. Yeah, Star Fox 64 did have good music. And I remember, like, every voice line that played in, like, every map, too. Uncle Angelos! What the hell? You have disrespected the trees in this area. But this is what we have come to expect from your stunted kind. Further abuse cannot be tolerated. Let this be a warning to you. I don't care, you long-eared fuck. Who said you could come into my fort? Stop following my Baron around. Fuck off back to your forest. I'm gonna disrespect the hell out of a lot more trees now. Oh god, I forgot about that one. Daddy screamed real good before he died. Oh god. That was great. That was a great game. Now, what have I missed in the chat here? Put all of the goblins onto a gigantic trap that falls 20 Z levels down. I could, but then the military wouldn't gain any experience from that. All of those goblins would just go to waste. I don't know why there is a macadamia wood crutch there. Somebody dropped their copper shield and silver warhammer on that spot too. It's weird. Oh no! Did a dwarf actually die there? I think so. The Canuck died there. Oh no. This is terrible. Well, I guess we need a new dwarf in the military. I guess that's what happens when you don't disarm the goblins, huh? We have a peasant here. Who can take his place. There we go. But here's the solution. Boom, the second. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we still have unoccupied coffins, so that's good. Oh, there's the first Sparrowhawk, the Swords Dwarf. Yeah, I never thought of that. I don't know if the elves get upset if you cut down trees in the caverns. Oh well, I don't care about them. I mean, they said they have come to expect this from our stunted kind, so I think that's them admitting that it's totally okay that we do this. Oh no, Stray A naked mole dog has been missing for a week. Oh, probably a couple of them have been. Let's see here. Let's build these nest boxes and see if the snakes use them. Oh, hold on. 2 of those are coffins. I hit the wrong hotkey. Let's do that. This fort is filled to the brim with shit waiting to be reanimated. Yeah, I've never actually had a necromancer visit a fort before. That has never happened to me. I mean, like, I've settled in a haunted environment and had shit just naturally come back to life, but never had an encounter with a necromancer before. I don't know how to even deal with a necromancer. That seems just like the worst shit that could possibly attack your fort. The Canuck. I don't see what it is that killed him. What was it? He must have just, like, bled out, because it looks like he was winning the fight against the goblin there. Man, this goblin had a silver spear. That's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. Well, somebody should go bury him. I'm gonna make another tomb way out here. Let me see if I can do this with my mouse. Okay, okay. Oh no, I went below the limit there. Let me do this again. Boom. Yep. There we go. We're gonna have a beautiful cat-shaped tomb. Alright. Excellent. I don't really have cause to play another round of Hang Dwarf, so we're just gonna have this cat-shaped tomb. Yeah, I remember the ghosts going around and stealing limbs. That was pretty rough. The stray black mamba has forgotten his training. He has disrespected his sensei. Invert that cat for maximum tombage? Well, maybe you're right. Okay, let me rethink this. Let me do this. Let me just make a big old square here. And then illustrate the cat in reverse. Like this. This cat's gonna have a very short tail. That's okay. There we go. That still looks good. That's still a good cat. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's make him look a little happier. There we go. Masterful pixel artist. There we go. That's a good cat. But now let's see, I don't want all of this, like, empty space here. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's just, hold on. Let's just, like, go up this way and dig out, like, one little pixel there. Oh wait, hold on. No, let me just do it this way, I think. When it collapses, it will be catastrophic. I think this is good enough, because you need some of this empty space around it, so you can tell what it is. Oh, an elven caravan has arrived. Well, look at that. Look who decided to still show up with caravans, even though we have chopped down far too many trees. This might be the last time they show up, then. Alright. Here are all of my crafts. Oh yeah, what a beautiful cat. Nobody has ever illustrated such a beautiful cat. There, that looks much better. Kill them, steal their boots. Yeah, my dwarves will wear anything at this point. Well, that cat, not only is it gonna look beautiful, but it's gonna get my miners so much training. Even slippers made from elven feet or heads. Well, those are fine ideas for crafts. Fine ideas for dwarven clothing. I just realized, elven caravans never bring guards with them, do they? Seems like not a very bright idea. Alright, let's request the broker. Okay, so we have a duck, 2 geese, and a turkey using the nest boxes. That's good too. I mean, I built them for the snakes, but other animals can use them. 2 turkeys now. The forest protects them. That's what it is. Well, they're in the jungle right now, so I think when you're in the jungle, you're outside of the forest's jurisdiction. If I wanted to be really on the nose, I could make a Welcome to the Jungle reference. But I am not that obvious. Another monster hunter wants to live here. What's this dwarf carrying? What do you have there? A pangolin cage? Where did you get a pangolin cage? Where did you get that, like, way outside the fort? Weird. Anyway. Are we ready to trade with these elves yet? Come on. I want some more strange animals. Come on, breeding pair of orangutans or giraffes. That's the number one thing I want from them right now. More strange animals. Alright, what do we got here? Elves. A bunch of musical instruments, it seems like. That's my best guess there. I can buy a wren from them. What is a siamang? What animal is this? A medium-sized ape found in the trees. It is known for its loud calls. Okay, well, I'll take it. Let's take a wren. Let's take a bonobo. I'll take a lizard. Why is it just lizard? Why doesn't it mention, like, any specific lizard? It's not like an iguana or a gecko or an anole. Weird. Ooh, an ocelot. Ooh, a hyena? Okay. Another siamang. Oh, we're gonna have a breeding pair of those. There's a male and a female. Ooh, a chameleon? Okay. Another siamang. A Gila monster? Okay. Ooh, a rattlesnake. Nice, nice. Oh, they brought me so many animals here. What's this? An ostrich! Oh, man! Yes, I want an ostrich! That's so cool! A sparrow? Okay, why not? Any more animals? Oh, lots of buckets. So many buckets. Bows, wooden weapons, whatever. Okay, that's probably all the animals then. That's still a pretty good animal haul. I wish we had gotten a female giraffe, but, you know, that's fine. Ooh, socks. Hell yeah. Do I really want all of this, like, wooden clothing? Ooh, rope reed shoe. Hell yeah. Ooh, grown cotton sock. Like, I could buy these wooden boots, but would civilians wear those? That's the only reason I would get them. And I don't think they would. Ooh, a linen headscarf. Okay. Caps. Hood, headscarf, hood. These are fine. Ooh, linen glove. Linen left glove. Ooh, hemp gloves. Okay. It's pretty fitting we have some forest music playing here while the elves are visiting. Oh, more mittens? Okay. I don't want these, like, random weird gauntlets, though, made of wood. Mitten, mitten. Okay, we got some chests. I don't need any chests. I can make my own out of the many, many logs that we have here. Ooh, macadamia nuts. Okay. Whoop. I'll take all these random fruits. Custard apples? I don't even know what those are. Bananas, olives, papayas. Oh yeah. I get the feeling long skirts are kind of like large armor. I'm assuming dwarves can't wear those. Ooh, I'm buying short skirts though. Look out for all those dwarven schoolgirls in their short skirts. Ooh, trousers? Hell yeah. Loincloths? Okay. Roan long hemp skirt? Alright. Don't need any splints or crutches. We can make those. Wait, what is this? Forgotten Beast silk strings? What? Okay. Okay, that's all I want. Now to give them tons and tons of mussel shells. Boy, oh boy. There are going to be mussel shell crafts all over the world. Ooh, pangolin skull totem? Hell yeah. A few random stone crafts. I'm not sure how those got in there. Among all of the mussel shell stuff. Okay. Alright, we just broke even. Let's give them a little profit. It would be really cool if you could, like, give the elven merchants a massive profit in the trading. What the hell did I just do? Why does it suddenly say the trader profit is 30,000? What did I press? I hit mark all for trade. Damn it. Shit, now I have to redo this. Ugh. Let me go back up the list. I accidentally hit Shift Enter. Okay, just a second here. But yeah, I was saying it would be really cool if you could give the elven traders a massive profit and then they kind of look the other way on your cutting down all the trees. But yeah, I don't think you can do that. If any of those have wood decorations, the elves will just pack up and leave. I don't think they do. None of them should, because I don't tell the dwarves to decorate any of this mussel shell stuff with wood. And I try not to trade any artifacts away either. So I don't think that's a risk. But if they do pack up and leave, then whatever, I'm prepared to declare war on some elves. Boom, okay, done. There we go. Theti seems pleased with the trading. I have no idea how they make a mussel shell figurine, but they have made a lot of them. Nobody has buried the Canuck who died during goblin training. Speaking of figurines, oh my god, are you about to talk about some anime stuff? Oh my god. I will now post a good figurine in the anime channel. Of course. Of course. How did I know? How's that cat coming along? Making some progress on the cat, okay. It's kind of a cat-like monstrosity at this point, but they're working on it. Man, you know, I kind of wish the Forgotten Beast would actually get a little closer. 'Cause, I mean, you know, it's just made of mud. I'm sure it would be dead in about 2 seconds. I might honestly dig a path down to it. Like, maybe it's not aware that it can get into the fort at this point. Oh no, Canuck, you need to head out. Well, you know, you're welcome for dying gloriously in goblin training. And you will live on as the Canuck the Second. Oh, so I suppose I need to release all of these animals I just got from the elves here. I forget what all I got. There's a rattlesnake. Okay. What else did I buy? Oh, these siamangs. I'm glad we have a male and female of those, so I can actually start, like, breeding these random-ass monkeys. What else? Oh, lizard. Okay, just generic lizard. Oh, there's the chameleon. Okay. See, chameleon, that's a specific lizard. But I also just have lizard. The Gila monster, that's a specific lizard that will live alongside lizard. There's a wren, okay. Oh yeah, we had a hyena. I remember that. There was a cougar too, right? Where's my cougar? Oh, it was an ocelot, that's what it was, right? And then a sparrow? Okay. Need to let out all these animals. Man, the Road Rush music was so corny, wasn't it? Oh man. Look at this. My Baron has become a Duke. Oh no. And now needs an opulent throne room, a grand bedroom, dining room, and mausoleum. And a lot more chests and cabinets and all kinds of stuff here. Okay. Well, gotta get started pleasing the noble here. How many chests do I have? Let's see, these are bags. Bags are not what I need. Let's get some nicely made chests in here. There's a willow chest, okay. How many do I need? Like one more, maybe? Let's do this olive wood chest, sure. Do I have... I don't have any weapon racks. I don't have any armor stands. Don't have any cabinets. Okay, so I need to make those. I guess I'll make them out of, like, silver, because that's a pretty valuable metal. I need 2 of each here. Whoops. Oh, what did I do here? Here we go. Silver cabinet. Silver weapon rack. Silver armor stand. Boom. I think that's the most valuable metal I have right now. I'm gonna have to, like, carve a line through Mayor and put Duke up above it. But then I would have to write Duke a lot bigger so that it's a more opulent bedroom. Well, I don't know. Maybe having the furniture made of silver will be enough. Is this Mason unhappy? Stressed? What's the matter with you? Over the long term, Geshud Fikodorshar has been under a great deal of stress. Huh. Didn't feel anything after seeing a dog die. Didn't feel anything after seeing a goblin die. Felt pleasure near a fine seat. I don't know. It's like our first upset dwarf. Oh. Just the 2 of us. Is your waifu Anju the lady? The pangolin has reverted to a wild state. Where is the pangolin? It's in a cage. Okay, so that's okay. Alright, let's let out the rattlesnake. These siamangs, who have the same icon as a black mamba, by the way. Let out that tame lizard, tame chameleon, bonobo, wren, hyena, ocelot. I like how the elves gave me all these, like, predators to let loose in my fort. I wonder how our friend Anju the lady has been doing. Speaking of, I need to go back to Majora's Mask when I get the chance. I might be able to do that on Monday, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I think another thing I want to do is engrave all of the stone here around the tomb. That'll raise the value a bit. Let's also engrave the floor under the coffin. Trophalexis. So few invasions in vanilla? I don't know. Like, goblins have invaded. It has happened once. And we are still, like, slowly killing the goblins from that invasion. Still killing those prisoners. There's a goblin. I have a dwarf in a cage, really? Where? I don't think I still have a dwarf in a cage. I'm looking at all of these cages and I don't think any of them contain dwarves. Besides, if I built a cage like here, somewhere on the list would be dwarf cage. Unless it is a dead dwarf. Oh, there's the ostrich. I need to let that out. I definitely want to have an ostrich. Yeah, none of these say dwarf cage. So yeah, either I don't have a dwarf in a cage, or that dwarf is dead. But I think somebody would have discovered the body also. Some migrants... Wait, what is that? What did that say? Some migrants have decided to brave this terrifying place, knowing it may be their tomb. I've never had that message before. I love that. I've progressed from some migrants have arrived, to some migrants have arrived despite the danger, to some migrants have decided to brave this terrifying place knowing it may be their tomb. That's amazing. Like, the only dwarves I get in this fort, I guess, are the dwarves who have given up on life. They're just like, fuck it, man, let's go to Gorgepuzzles. Did you hear their soldiers get killed during training exercises? Did you hear, like, half of them died from an underground dinosaur burning them all to death? Did you hear another half of them got killed by a giant spider showing up and stomping their heads in? Did you hear they can't even keep their memorials up because random-ass giant spiders and giant toads show up to knock the slabs over? Let's go settle there. I don't see any dwarf in a cage. I mean, I see a couple of dwarves in the cage stockpile there, but they're not in cages. They're just doing a wrestling demonstration and a fighting demonstration outside of cages. No, that dwarf isn't in a cage. That dwarf is just standing in that spot. It says right there. There's a mahogany cage and there's the dwarf outside of the cage. There was also a pair of copper greaves on the floor, and I'm not sure what that's about. Alright, let's set this ostrich free. Nah, that dwarf just happens to be standing in a spot where there's also a cage. In fact, we've let all the animals out of those, so I'm just gonna deconstruct all of those cages. Let's see, let's do another training exercise here. Wait a minute. Goblin cage, there we go. That's the one we need. Boom. Oh, they still haven't dug out this cat. After they dig out the cat, I think I'm going to have them dig a path to the Forgotten Beast. Because I'm sure it's not going to be a challenge. I mean, unless its poisonous gas is just hell. But assuming the poison gas is manageable, then it should be really easy to kill. You know, you hear about, like, a Forgotten Beast made of water or a Forgotten Beast made of steam showing up, and you think, oh, that must be like really hard to kill. I mean, like, if it's made of water, how do you ever do damage to it? But really, it's just like, as soon as you touch it, it just falls into a puddle. It's like the least threatening thing in the world. So I'm sure the mud beast is equally as unthreatening. Is the mud beast getting any closer? Nope, still hanging out way out there. Okay. Wait, what's happening here? A ghostly Marksdwarf has risen and is haunting the fortress. Okay, let's carve a memorial slab. And I'll go ahead and start putting some coffins here in the cat. There we go. If things go really bad, then the poison gas could also reanimate your dwarves as well as other things, such as meat on the ground or skeletal limbs. If it's a gas like that, it probably won't come to that. Just because I'm sure they can very quickly kill a mud beast. A monster made of mud is not a big threat. Now that one that was made of slate, holy shit. Oh, somebody got interrupted by a goblin. Wait, did the military kill that goblin? There isn't one, like, alive right now, is there? Caged prisoner. No, it must be dead, right? There's too much miasma in the room for me to tell. Ooh, our swords dwarf got wounded. Oh no. There's some pretty serious wounds. What kind of weapon do you have? No weapon, apparently. Why is nobody using a weapon in this military? What happened here? Did you drop your axe? I think that's what happened. Here's a bunch of stuff. Mangled goblin, okay. Our dead dwarf friend is starting to rot. In the next horde, the cat needs to be a throne room, yes. I think that's true. In fact, depending on how things go, I might even change the cat to be the Duke's room. And then just turn this room that says mayor into a crypt. We'll see. I think I'd rather just fill it up with, like, silver statues and other luxurious silver items. But let's go ahead and use these coffins. Maybe in the next fort I should just make every room a cat. Have like a cat-shaped dining room, a cat-shaped barracks, cat-shaped workshops, and even embark with 2 cat. Because I don't think we have any cats in this fort. Which is very unusual for dwarves. Why does... Everybody wants me to give these dwarves cabinets. Fine, you know what? Since I have tons and tons of wood, let's just go ahead and make like 50 cabinets. It's fine. Alright, how's that tomb? It's just a regular tomb, but it needs to be a grand mausoleum. That's gonna take some work. I'm gonna have them start producing some silver statues also. Let's make like 15 of those to start with. That's how you raise the value of a room. Yeah, like, they're throwing their clothes on the bedroom floors, but those clothes are also in tatters, so it cancels out. You know, it's fitting. Right? Oh, I need to make a dwarven laundromat so they can wash their clothes. I noticed there was a stray cat walking around there too. I don't know how cats ever got into this fort. But apparently they do exist. Nobody has disposed of this giantess. I guess it's just gonna sit out there. How many years has it been? I assume we started in the year 125, so right now it's the year 130. It's been going about 5 years. Oh, trader, you're not needed at the depot anymore. Yeah, the fort has been going for 5 years, which is, I think, hands down longer than any other fort that I have streamed. I love this cat tomb idea, honestly. It's like you got the dwarf on one side and you have the huge cat on the other. It's very reflective of dwarven culture. Alright, let's use these coffins. There we go. Do you think it's safe to say that more dwarves have died in this fort than have ever lived in this fort? I mean, when you have messages like, where was that? Migrants have decided to brave this terrifying place knowing it may be their tomb. I think it's probably safe to say more dwarves have died here than have lived here. Only for the moment. What's this carving? A well-designed image of Kubuk Padelyons the dwarf and Mournedweather the troll. Kubuk Padelyons is making a plaintive gesture. Mournedweather is laughing. The artwork relates to the mortal wounding of the dwarf Kubuk Padelyons by the troll Mournedweather in Gorgepuzzles in the early autumn of 126. That was a big historical event in our fort. I'm thinking I might smooth the outline of the cat also. I don't know if that would make it look better or not, actually. In as little as 2 migrant waves, I could make up the difference. Yeah. Well, the other thing to consider is a big chunk of my population is monster slayers. There are a lot of monster slayers here again. Which is good, I guess. It helps to kill all of those random ass creatures that show up in the caves. Although somehow, giant cave spiders and toads have gotten into the tombs. I have no idea how that's been happening. How's the quality of that tomb now? It's still just a tomb. I'm gonna have to really fill it up with statues, I guess. Secrets of the Earth forces you to get good. You need to know how to basic military and hospital. I know how to basic military and hospital, I just usually don't get around to it. That's my only issue. Oh, look at all these wounded dwarves in here. Oh no, Khitan Vale lost his right hand, it looks like. Damn. He lost his whole right hand. And this swords dwarf, also not in good shape. How is this hospital though? They've still got a soap supply. And they've got powder for casts. They don't have any splints. I should make some of those. Wood splint. Let's make like 10 of those. I'm surprised I don't have any. What's that big dead L in the dining room here? A llama skeleton. Okay, well, let's throw that out. Another dog skeleton. Another dog skeleton. Water buffalo skeleton. Throw these all out. Oh, now a ghostly siege engineer is haunting the fort. Let's memorialize that one too. And let me go ahead and put a slab down here under the cat. We have one memorial that already needs to be built. So are these engravings raising the value of the tomb or what? They should be. But our mighty Duke is not yet satisfied. So today at the store, I bought a grapefruit beer, but it just kind of tastes like water to me. It's very weak. I mean, it tastes alright, I guess. It tastes very grapefruity. But yeah, it's having no effect. Yeah. Fruit beer is gay. Yeah. I mean, it's probably because I was drinking stronger things earlier, that this beer is just like nothing. It has absolutely no effect on me. It pretty much tastes like drinking carbonated grapefruit juice. It's probably even sweetened a little. Like, I don't think regular grapefruit juice is this sweet. Use a mixer and some real alcohol. I like to make Bloody Marys. Those are good. The thing is, whenever you like go out to a restaurant or a bar and you order a Bloody Mary, they always just make like they fill up a glass completely with ice and then just pour the drink in the cracks of the ice, so you get like basically nothing to drink. And I don't like to do that. I like to make my own with like V8 and 7 secret herbs and spices. That's how I like to roll. And like I've developed mine to such a point that they're probably like way detached from any Bloody Mary you would order at any professional establishment. Like, I barely put any ice in mine. It's just like V8 and alcohol and spicy stuff. I don't know, I love them, but other people who drink them usually don't even finish one. So maybe they taste like shit to everybody else, but as long as I like them, I don't care. This military is so janky. Look at this. This dwarf has so many injuries, but is still out there fighting. Still out there training. Wow, the elven merchants are finally leaving. What took them so long? Look at them packing up their 10 million muscle shell crafts. Well, nobody's in the hospital right now, so that's good. You know, this is some good elves, or some good dwarves digging in the tunnels music. It goes pretty well with them getting their work done. Alright, we've got the silver weapon racks. Let's put those in the bedrooms here. Let's see, I'll put one of those here. And I'll put one here. If this was masterwork, I'd need to guard those miners. What happens, dude? Monsters just come out of the earth when you're digging or something? That sounds like a pain. Does masterwork make the game harder in general? Or, like, does it also add things that make the game easier and harder? Is it a mix, or, like, just difficulty? Oh man, the tomb is still just a tomb. How annoying. I have to start putting statues in it. It is both? Okay. I might try masterwork at some point. I want to say, like, maybe if this fort gets destroyed, like has a complete downfall, then maybe I'll do masterwork after that, but no promises. Oh, you can trade for mithril from the elves. Is mithril different from adamantine? Because I kind of, like, I remember reading at some point that adamantine was kind of meant to be this game's equivalent to mithril, just with a different name, you know? It seems likely. I mean, they're both supposed to be, like, very lightweight, but also, like, inexplicably strong. It's one tier lower. Okay. So it's similar, I guess. Okay. The silver weapon racks are there in the bedroom now. What does the Duke think of that? Fine quarters, not a grand bedroom. Okay. So let's build an armor stand here. And another armor stand, here. So this is my strategy to make nice bedrooms, you know, nice rooms for the nobles, is just build them the furniture they want and then spam them with statues. That is the current plan. How are those cabinets coming along? Okay, we've got some wooden cabinets. Okay, I'll start putting those down in the rooms that have food on the ground, or clothes on the ground, rather. There's a silver cabinet. I should build that in, well, the noble's room here. There you go. Silver cabinets. I have a silver cabinet here. Silver, silver. There you go. I hope this will satisfy them. Now, I'm just putting cabinets down as I see a need for them, of course. No need to put one in every single room. Some dwarves are not big old slobs throwing clothes all over their floor. The downside of my janky-ass bedrooms that I built is it's kind of hard to tell where one begins and the other ends. Oh, out of cabinets. Okay. You know, it does kind of suck that my military is getting this fucked up by their goblin training. I don't know, maybe they don't have enough armor or something. Because, I mean, if they're gonna get this fucked up by random mass goblins, like, coming in one at a time, then they're definitely not prepared for, like, a goblin invasion. Let me see my headwear here. Holy shit, we have 52 copper helms, 18 bronze helms, 5 steel. There's no reason for anybody to not be wearing a helmet or anything. So I don't know what the deal is. What about gloves? Gauntlets? Is it handwear? Oh yeah, handwear. Tons of iron gauntlets, tons of copper gauntlets, steel gauntlets. There's no reason for somebody to be like losing their hands in a training exercise like this guy did. Look at this guy wielding a forbidden adamantine spear. I don't even know how that happens. But I mean, good for him. Look at this. Hold on. What does that say? Iron shield. Strapped to upper body. That's amazing. He lost a hand, so he just strapped the shield to his body. That's incredible. I love it. It's a one-handed spear dwarf with a shield strapped to him. Well, the goblin training must go on. Until we run out of goblins. Let's see here. I'm not out of goblins, am I? Oh, definitely not. There's a bunch more goblins. The stray Draltha has forgotten her training. Now the Duke wants us to make leggings. Okay. Let's make 3 copper leggings. I do still have copper bars, right? Yes, 279 of them. So why are these birds spending such a long time sitting on the nest boxes? Are they still laying eggs, or do they just spend all of this time sitting on those eggs? It's weird. I'm not entirely sure how nest boxes work. Any idea why Mr. Wankman hasn't shown up yet? He hasn't been in a stream for quite a while. And I mean, he was in Discord a little while before this. He's online right now. What's that guy's deal? Oh, I've been stream cucked. Oh no. I had no idea that you streamed strategy games alone forever. Do you stream Heroes of Might and Magic 3? Because that is a great strategy game. Would watch. Maybe. Man, the barracks is such a mess right now. There's just stuff lying everywhere. Random copper spears. Random pieces of armor just on the ground. I don't know if I have a stockpile for any of that stuff. Distant worlds, never heard of it. I don't know anything about that. I don't know if this is picking up on my mic, but I hear a dog, like, really loudly barking somewhere. I can't tell if it's the apartment above mine or if it's outdoors somewhere. But, like, there's this dog really intensely barking. I think it's above me. Like, I don't know what's going on with the people who live above me, but sometimes when I'm in my bathroom, I hear this dog just, like, yapping and snarling and, like, losing its mind in what I assume is the upstairs neighbor's bathroom. And it's gotta be some, like, really little dog. And I don't know why it's there. Because, like, I assume it's, like, attacking whoever comes into that bathroom. I'm just like, why are you keeping that dog up there? It's really weird. Okay, we've got wooden splints. We've got a lot of silver statues. Oh, we just have a fine tomb and fine quarters. Time to initiate more statue spam. So a dwarf, after becoming a duke, can also be a king, right? Am I remembering that right? I'm listening for that barking. I think it is in the apartment above me. It's really weird. It makes me wonder if the people above me are doing some weird, shady, like, yappy dog breeding. Because I don't know, what would be the point of having a dog if you're just gonna, like, have it in your bathroom all the time? It's really weird. Who knows what the hell goes on with those people? Man, we really are the only two people here. I just clicked over to the user list and there is absolutely nobody else watching right now. It's weird. Do you think people have things to do on Friday night? I can't imagine that they do. Okay, we got some statues in the tomb. How is it now? Okay, now it's a grand mausoleum. Okay, the goblin we have in the cage now is a goblin bowman. That's probably not too much of a threat, so I don't feel too bad about letting one of those loose in the barracks to go and attack our one-handed spear dwarf. Isn't it great how these dwarves have to just lug these silver statues around by hand? There's absolutely no easier way to carry a statue made of solid silver. Alright, we have another dwarf who wants to live here and be a monster hunter. You can never have too many of those. Let's see how it's gonna be when these statues are built. How much will the value go up? Two more statues. Two more statues. It's taking them a long time to build these. Do you think I am approaching FPS death in this fort? I would actually legitimately be pretty surprised if FPS death is the thing that kills this fort. I can't believe that, like, with all of my janky management, it would just be performance issues that cause the downfall of this. Like, after all these unstoppable monsters we've had to face. Alright, so I'm building cabinets for the dwarves, and I don't see them putting their nasty-ass clothes into those cabinets. They're just, like, sitting there. Monster Hunter is OP indeed. Look at this dwarf. This Dr. Dwarf has the last statue that needs to go into the mayor's room, and look at the speed at which he's moving. Oof. 1 space. 2 spaces. 3 spaces. Why has a mace dwarf been found dead? Where? Oh, that was in the underground caves. That's fine. That was just a monster slayer. It wasn't anybody in the military or anything. Maybe it was this blind cave ogre. Maybe that's the culprit. Or maybe it was this blind cave ogre. We may never know. These monster hunters are a pretty good asset to have, though. Like, imagine how many monsters would be able to get up into the fort if these monster hunters weren't around here, killing them all. Look at this. Giant Olm corpse. Giant Olm partial skeleton. Blind cave ogre partial skeleton. They really do a lot of killing down there. What is going on with this dwarf down here? He's just like walking circles around the bedrooms down here, not even making it to the Duke's room. Making very slow progress. He's working on it. Ugh. 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 That must be like a huge statue. I bet it's gonna be so valuable. Silver statue of a dwarf. Let's see. It's just an image of a dwarf in silver. Okay. The cat is coming along nicely, though. So close. Ugh. Keep on hauling it. Ugh. Ugh. Maybe that dwarf is just really weak. Almost there. Almost there. Oh. Finally put it down. What does the Duke think? Well, it's a throne room and a fine quarters. Alright, so I need more statues in the quarters here. Floodgate? No, I don't want a floodgate. And the throne room needs statues. Okay. How did I make the cat so nicely? Just years and years of practicing drawing cats. You can see them on the Twitch page here, too. I have drawn 4 of them. All equally as beautiful as the cat you see on the screen. The mason was interrupted by a blind cave ogre? Where's a blind cave ogre? Is it that dead one? Maybe. We have a lot of ogres down there. Oh, we just got done making 50 lavish meals, which I guess the cook has been working on for like the past 12 streams. I get the feeling the fort probably is pretty close to FPS death because there's only been one autosave so far. And they're set to happen seasonally. So it's taking a lot longer to get through one season than it did when this fort started. But are we close to one? It's late spring. I think there's still another month to go before another season starts. What does Masterwork fix? FPS death? Is such a thing even possible? This is probably when a lot of people like stop playing the game. I would get a lot of comments on my YouTube videos about how, like, they were so surprised that some of my forts lasted so long, and theirs always died to FPS death long before the point I reached. My thing was, after a while, like, you know, when my game started to reach a point like this, I would start watching movies or TV shows at my other monitor and just letting the game run until some interesting event popped up. That was always my deal. So, you know, maybe this is the point where other people stop playing. And for me, it's just the point where I start taking it easy. Oh, hey, look. Spurwer, aka Sparrowhawk, was still here. I didn't know you were even still in the stream. You weren't in the guest list. Well, have a good night anyway. Ah, okay. Oh, what's happening? Oh, hold on. I was just using the mouse wheel in my game screen. Totally not meaning to. So I was like zooming in and out. Did I get it back to normal? I think I did. Oh, look who's back. Look who it is. Do you like the cat that I made? Look at this cat. It's gonna be a tomb. I'm gonna fill it up with coffins. Yeah, I also think it's a good cat. It's not quite finished, but they're almost done carving it out. And it already has a few coffins in it, and a couple of memorial slabs. No, they're gonna be coffins for dwarves. We have a lot of dead dwarves. We already filled up this dwarf with coffins, so I need a new place to put more coffins. And I've been filling up the mayor's room. It says mayor. I've been filling it up with statues to raise the value of it. But the mayor is not quite happy with that yet. His bedroom is not opulent enough, so I need to put more statues in it. BRB? Okay. I'll talk to you later. Look at that, the cat is finished. Got another monster hunter living here. Where is the Forgotten Beast at this point? Still on the edge of the map. I want to know something. Could I get the miners to come down here? Will they dig that out, or is that like inaccessible to them? It might be. Oh no, they can reach that. Okay, so I'm going to have them dig a tunnel over to that beast so we can actually kill it. Decorate the mayor's room with his blood. Oh, I don't know. I don't think his blood has that much of value, so I don't think it would improve the room very much. Oh, subtle burn. The beast's gases may be lagging the game. I don't know. I don't think it's producing any gases right now. It's just kind of sitting there. I get the feeling it's one of those that doesn't produce gases until it's threatened. So we'll see. But anyway, I think we're going to see that next time. I'm about to call it a night. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. This is really weird though, because like, you know, I've had plenty of slow nights, but I'm surprised that literally like 1 to 2 people have been watching this whole time. I don't know. I don't know why it is. I guess people are preoccupied tonight. But I'm about to save this game and then get offline. I'll be doing something else. But I do hope to get back to Majora's Mask in the next few days. And oh, I am working on a new anime-related video for my YouTube channel. which I hope to get done before the end of the month. I have that like maybe 50% edited. It's close to being done, I guess. It's just me, Gabe Newell, Gabe Ben, at ValveSoftware.com. Yep. Let me turn off that city trial music. Boy, it's even taking longer to save. Hopefully, it'll have been worth the wait. I do still think it would be a fun idea to get on here one night, drink a lot, and teach everybody how to play TF2. That seems like a really fun idea. That website still lists Half-Life 2 advertisements. What do you mean website? Isn't that an email address? Anyway, the save is done, so I'm gonna get offline. I'll be back here in a week, probably, and hopefully doing other stuff in the meantime. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out in the Discord. I'll see you around. See you next time. Have a good night.